everybody, I'm Nout from Dutch & Go, and today I just wanted to give you some tips about how to study grammar effectively. Mind you, I'm from Dutch & Go, but these tips that I want to give you are really related to any kind of language that you want to study, so you could use this for whatever target language that you're hoping on becoming fluent in. So first of all, grammar is a difficult thing, it's a difficult topic. Many students feel intimidated by it, think it's boring or whatever. I don't think so. I'm a huge grammar nerd, I confess. However, most importantly, I think it's that you get the process right on how to study grammar effectively. So that's why we're going to go ahead with some tips. So first of all, make sure that you familiarize yourself with the topic. Watch a video, check in your book, make some charts, make notes, make it understandable for yourself, and really try to get familiar with the topic that you want to study. Then the next step would be to really learn the rules by heart. Eventually, you could make an exercise already at this moment together with studying the rules, just to make sure that you more or less get the general gist of it. However, avoid making all of the exercise together with the rules. That's not going to be effective. First study the rules, then make the exercises. So learn the rules by heart. So that means, for example, recalling them orally, for example, when you're taking a walk outside. Try to recall them, for example, when you're sitting somewhere in a cafe or something, and just writing down the charts, maybe the verb conjugations, other rules that you're trying to remember, something like that, without any aid from the book. You should be able to reproduce it, both written and orally, without any help from your book or whatever source material that you're using. Then, as soon as you feel like, okay, I know the rules, I'm familiar with them, I know them by heart, then you can actually move on to making exercises, again with the grammar book, the grammar material closed. Important when you do exercises is to, first of all, when they're new, when it's new material, do the exercise first time written down, and then the second time orally. So because if you do them orally again, then you will get a more realistic simulation of what it's like to really speak the language. Basically, our brain works like this, is that we make sentences and sometimes this gap appears, right? I'm sure you've all been in that situation. And so the exercise is basically simulate that experience. Oh, all of a sudden there's this gap, I'm not sure what to do. So when you write things down, it's great for training rules, but it's not great for training your brain to think on the spot. And when you do exercise orally, you will train exactly that capacity too. My tip is to first do the exercise written down and then let a couple of days pass and then come back to the same exercise again, and this time do them orally. In order to facilitate this process, you could even record yourself, and then only at the end, when you've done a complete exercise, compare your solutions to the actual solutions. That would also make it a bit more hassle-free. And as a final rule, try to recall the rules, the grammar rules again, maybe after a couple of weeks, maybe after a month or so, just to make sure that you still know them. That's what we call also spaced repetition. So basically, after a couple of weeks, come back to the same rules again and just see if you can still remember them. So there you go. These are some generic tips on how to study grammar. I hope that they were helpful for you no matter what language you're studying. And hopefully see you next time for another video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like. Give a like if you like as well. How do you study grammar? How do you go about and do it? Do you have any other tips? Is there anything that I have overlooked? Any cool tips that you want to share with us? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.